Don't you guys just hate it when you're the last one to find out about the next hot cryptocurrency or the next hot stock pick? You're late to the party, this thing's already pumped, and yeah, it could go up another 10x, it could go up another 100x, but you're definitely not riding this thing from the bottom, and other people are beating you to the punch. Well, today we're going to be talking about a brand new DeFi project that is going to be getting a lot of hype, and best yet, it hasn't hit the market yet. So if you're interested in this project, you can get in ahead of the game and plan for when this thing comes out. Beyond that, we also have some news about a stock that will be hitting the market, which I personally will be buying a lot of. If you're excited for this episode, do me a favor, hit that like button, smash it, obliterate it, and let's begin. First, a little look at the market. We can see Bitcoin is pretty much stagnating. I've seen some analysis saying that this could be a sign that we're going to break down like we did in March. Obviously, we know every time Bitcoin's broken down of recent, people have seen a huge surge in buying activity. And if this thing dips below key support, my assumption is that people are going to buy that up just like every other time in history. So yeah, I think I'm pretty confident in saying that this dip would get bought right up. And if you guys are excited about the DeFi hype, if you guys are excited about the altcoin hype, and Bitcoin does break below key resistance, it's inevitably going to drag these coins down in value somewhat. And that of course means lower prices and better entry points for you. So don't get all excited and think that this is an end to the altcoin season if Bitcoin breaks down. It could just lead to you packing your bags even better for the imminent DeFi altcoin explosion. Top gainers of the day are Elrond, making a 50% move. Elrond's been absolutely smashing it lately. Throw a comment below if you have Elrond and if you're excited for this one. It's always good to see that even when Bitcoin is showing signs of weakness right now, we're still having over 20% moves on multiple coins, double-digit moves on a bunch of coins here, and of course a 50% pump. You usually don't see numbers above the 20% range unless you're in a bullish trend. At least in my experience, in the top 100, that's very unlikely, so this is definitely a good thing to see. Now, you've probably heard about this, but I'm going to break this story down. Coinbase is going to be looking to do an IPO later this year. Now, how does this affect you? Well, up to this point, it's been very hard for you as a normal person to get involved in what is, without question, the biggest business in the cryptocurrency industry, which is the trading industry. Cryptocurrencies are mostly based on speculation. In order to speculate, you need a market. In order to make a market, you need an exchange, whether it's decentralized or centralized. And so a lot of excitement around owning parts of decentralized exchanges. I've seen this hype get bubbled up so many times, but we know that DEXs are still evolving, and they're certainly not the first choice for the user, for the trader. Traders still largely prefer centralized exchanges, and that's where the money is. If you want to own a piece of an exchange, you really need to start your own for the most part if you want to own a piece of a centralized exchange. But if you want to own a piece of an exchange, this Coinbase IPO is really going to be unparalleled in my mind as far as a great opportunity for you to get in, on essentially owning a piece of one of the biggest exchanges in the world. In the next sort of 12 months or 18 months, cryptocurrencies start to explode onto mainstream investment radars once again. We could see that Coinbase, which is absolutely, in my mind, the best easy exchange for Americans to get on and trade a wide variety of coins, they've now been listing more and more good DeFi tokens and other things that have tremendous excitement and tremendous upside. Unlike back in the day where they only had just, the top 5 coins, they now have a wide slew of altcoins to really wet your whistle and make you feel like you're participating in that altcoin market, where it sort of felt like you needed to buy on Coinbase and then move your coins off of Coinbase to go trade them on Binance and other exchanges before. They're really starting to fill in that gap, fill in that hole with more and more altcoin offerings. I think Coinbase is going to be set up to truly explode through the next bull market. So when this thing IPOs, I'm definitely going to buy some. Even if it cools off and drops, I'm definitely going to be playing this one because I think it's going to be a great stock to own and get some exposure to what we know is the biggest business in crypto land. And so I'm pretty excited about this one. Obviously, these are still rumors. It's still unconfirmed largely, but I think we have enough evidence here that insiders have been reporting this left, right, and center. So I think we have enough evidence to say that this is probably going to happen, and it makes sense because the stock market's been crypto-like. It's literally the 2017 ICO boom in the stock market, which is kind of mind-boggling. So we can see here that I think that they're making an interesting move here, and if equities are to defy gravity and continue doing that, then, we can see that Ripple might have a very, very successful stock IPO, and that with some hype around the cryptocurrency industry as it's building this DeFi explosion, I think there's a big case here that the Coinbase IPO will be a successful one. And that takes us to our next point, which is that Owning a piece of shares in certain crypto companies is in many cases highly preferable to owning the token they use. And nowhere is that more true than, of course, with Ripple. And you can see this by their success at bagging partnerships with banks like Santander, huge international banks. However, the profits they're making and the revenue they're generating off of these partnerships, especially around their X-Current project, especially around things that don't necessarily even involve the XRP token, even though I know they've been doing what they can to involve the XRP token more and more, the reality is that none of these transactions that they're facilitating with the XRP token are going to really push the price up because they have so much of these tokens, they don't need to go and access that public market. There's no situation in which Santander is going to make $100 million market buy on XRP. It's just not going to push the price up like you or I want it to be. Whereas these partnerships and the expansion of their international remittance game, this could be an absolute boon for revenue for the Ripple company, and owning shares in the Ripple company might continue to appreciate at a rate that the XRP token is not able to match. So just remember, these IPOs are going to give you access to the crypto market in a different way, and in certain cases, like with Coinbase and Ripple, I could see those being way more profitable than owning a coin. And, if Coinbase had a coin, it would probably function a lot like the Binance coin, where it would have like access and special privileges, but you're not getting necessarily literally ownership of the actual revenue generating business. So I think that this is a really interesting concept and something to keep in mind, that these IPOs are going to present a new level of maturity and a new level of opportunity for the crypto ecosystem. I also saw this really cool explanation of NFTs here. I'm big on NFTs. You'll be hearing a lot about the gaming company I've been working on for like the better part of 2 years now. It's been my whole life, and I believe strongly these NFTs are going to revolutionize the way that we interact with digital products and even physical products, as you can see here. Close your eyes and imagine the future. You walk into a shoe store, you buy a pair of expensive shoes with your favorite cryptocurrency. You didn't have to pay the entire cost of the shoe because you had some digital store credit you earned by blogging about the business. Now you have a physical pair of shoes, but the store is also giving you a digital token representing your shoes. It's your lucky day. The digital shoes you just received are ultra rare. They have platinum laces and are diamond studded. You just hit the digital lottery. You race home and turn on your game console. You send the digital shoes from your wallet to the game. You find the digital card representing your favorite basketball star, and you equip them with the digital shoes. Boom, power up unlocked, and now your sports star runs faster and the chance of spraining his ankle has been reduced. Anyway, the point is, you can see how there's going to be these experiences where the physical interacts with the digital, and the bridge there is the NFT. And you don't even need a physical thing there, but you can involve physical things with NFTs, digitize them, tokenize them, and give them more meaning by essentially evolving them and putting them into digital experiences like NBA 2K. If you were able to bring your NFTs into NBA 2K, how much more meaning would that give to your Yeezys or your super rare Nike Dunks? It's just a really exciting value proposition, and you can start to see in your mind how these concepts are going to evolve our understanding of value, of scarcity. Of course, if you're in the gaming industry or if you play video games, you know how important those digital items are. You know how much it makes you happy to get a new outfit, a new skin in your game, and those digital tokens allowing you full ownership over those, that's just an evolution of what's already going on in the gaming industry. Drop a like if you're a big fan of NFTs and if you're waiting for the explosion. I believe that NFTs will cause a hyperwave of adoption for cryptocurrency. I don't think it's quite ready yet. I don't think the products are there yet, but I think it's coming in the future, just like this DeFi explosion has been big. I believe there's an NFT-fueled altcoin season and explosion there. If you disagree with me, throw me a comment and tell me why you disagree with me. We also got word that these successful ransom attacks have declined in 2020. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but I think that's a good thing. Less ransomware, less attacks is good, and it takes that sort of stain off the industry, though I don't believe we will completely eliminate them. The more money in the industry, just the more likely it is that people are going to want to attack and get free money. We also got a tweet from legendary investor Peter Brand, who called, of course, the 2018 bear market and actually called the top in 2017 and said that he was predicting an 80% drop. He was almost exactly right. So, he's been a legend. He also called this market pretty well, and I think it's worth taking his words into consideration. He says a significant breakout on the ETH BTC target with 0.03276 BTC as a target. Most alts should gain on Bitcoin in the near future. We've definitely been seeing that happen. And, as we've said on this channel, it's alt season. Everybody's saying it. Everybody knows it. It's a fact at this point. So these little cool off days, these dip days, even if Bitcoin dips, remember, we're still in a bullish trend for alt season, and that should continue. And the trend is your friend until it's over. We've said this before. It's been covered on a lot of channels, but the amount of Bitcoin that's not on exchanges is reaching record highs. The amount of Bitcoin that hasn't moved in years is reaching record highs. It's parodying 2016 2016. And that's really where we should be, right? Because if we're at another halving moment, we should be parodying the different on-chain metrics that happened last time. And then if we see more evidence that we're parodying those metrics, well, you'd imagine that price action will follow the different on-chain activities that are happening. So this is all very bullish that we're showing similarities between right now and one of the most bullish, transformative moments in the cryptocurrency industry, which happened from 2016 to 2017. Today's DeFi altcoin spotlight goes to Derivadex. So Derivadex is a new DeFi-focused DEX here. They've raised $2.7 million through rounds of financing and recruited an all-star team of backers, including Polychain Capital, Dragonfly Capital, Electric Capital, Coinbase Ventures, CMS Holdings, Three Arrows Capital, Calvin Liu, who's the strategy lead at Compound. Derivadex is a decentralized exchange for derivative contracts built on top of Ethereum. It's a community-owned exchange with a, quote, sane liquidity mining token model that puts control directly in the hands of users. Native Derivadex token, DDX, which is the token in the spotlight right now, allows users to participate in the governance and operations of the exchange. They're launching in Q3 of this year. They're going to be sharing a lot more deep dives here. It's going to be an exciting time here as they start to roll out their product for DDX. So if you're looking to get in on a new project here, I think this is a prime mover. We've seen Kyber Network and other types of decentralized exchange products really start to excel in their value. Of course, with the growth of DeFi, decentralized exchanges are critical to that mission. They haven't mentioned anything about Chainlink or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure we'll see a Chainlink integration here at some point. There's also opportunities to earn DDX tokens pre-launch and get early access to their exchange product and affiliate referral program. So more about what they're building is they're essentially saying that centralized exchanges have the strong user experience. Like we've talked about, they're still the first choice for traders, but they also have weak security and cumbersome regulatory constraints. On the other hand, DEXs tend to have poor user experience, but they're better around KYC. They're also better around security and decentralization. They're not as prone to hacks and stuff like that. So there's sort of two worlds that you have to combine here. You absolutely need a strong UX. As humans, we need a good user experience. We're just not going to tolerate a bad user experience. You need to bring in those elements of UX and fuse them into a way where they're less cumbersome, less prone to hack, and really just taking the best of both worlds. Give me a strong user experience with the security, decentralization, and the lack of vulnerability that you find in the DEXs. We have three key properties above derivative platforms today. They're a DAO, right? They have an open order book, no AMMs. This offers traders a familiar, performant, and capital efficient user experience as opposed to the common automated market maker, the AMM, used by most DeFi projects. Off-chain price feeds, matching engine, and liquidation operators solve for speed and efficiency, allowing us to synthetically represent any asset and offer a tighter bid-ask spread. They also have liquidity mining, so carefully engineering a robust model highly incentivizes participation in the governance and operations of Derivadex. They're trying to offer the best of both worlds by essentially combining mechanisms that are centralized with decentralized mechanisms, trying to offer the security, the performance, the tighter bid and ask spreads, all the things that you need for a great user experience, but also making sure that you have the security and decentralization there. Lots of buzzwords. We'll see how good it is, but they've got great backers. Seems like they have a strong team. And to me, if you're coming out with a really hotly anticipated DeFi token in this market, I'd expect some gains. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but I thought all of you would enjoy hearing about a new token that could be doing serious motion in the league of other amazing DeFi projects that we already know about and love. If you think this project is set to do some serious gains, smash that like button. And if you don't, dislike it. Dislike this video. And we're going to end today with a little bit of memery. Here we have the Simpsons walking by the crypto barn, so where they're selling loads of codes, the right password, a place for codes, secret code clearance. Like, it's not hitting cryptocurrency on the head, but it's really funny because this is kind of like, if you think codes are these cryptos, this is what's going on. We're going in to sign up to buy parts of protocols and stuff. This is actually what's going down. And once again, Simpsons saw the future. At any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's Friday. Enjoy your day. I hope you guys are seeing your portfolios rocket over the last few weeks. I'm not personally scared about this little dip day, this cool off day. It always happens in all cycles. And even if we break down from here, I think there's going to be some great buying opportunities. Let me know what you think about today's episode. Let me know if you liked it. Of course, if you have any questions or want to keep the conversation going, leave me a comment in the comment section. If you're not already subscribed to FUD TV, I encourage you to hit that sub button and click that little bell notification. We're back on the content game and we're going to be coming out with videos as often as possible. As always, my name's Elio Trades. You're watching FUD TV, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.